Hello, I'm Devina, and hello to all of you bold, beautiful, brilliant, and evolving souls. Today, I have a request from a viewer, thank you very much, to talk about how I organize my week, the kind of food that I eat, and just sort of how I live my life with CPTSD, because it is obviously extremely difficult trying to manage CPTSD while living an adult life, having a job, managing your home. And if you have kids on top of that, wow, I have no idea how you do that. But yeah, so I am single right now. I live by myself. And for me, this has been one of the essential things is living on my own and having that space like my sanctuary to just really feel free to be a completely authentic. I don't have to please anybody. I can just I can cry when I want to cry, do what I want to do. It just allows me total freedom. And this is something that, I never really had, even though I had lived it on my own before. But this is in a totally different way because I'm now feeling my feelings. So, routine and scheduling things has been very key for me to keep some sanity and also the stability, the consistency, predictability, and just makes it easier for me anyway. This may not work for everybody. I know some people like, spontaneity. For me, I'm a routine person, and the more routine I have, the more stable I feel. And it just, if I'm in the middle of a flashback, I can't be thinking about what am I gonna make for dinner tonight? I need to know already this is what I'm gonna have for dinner. I've already got it. I don't have to like run to the grocery store or something. So everything I've had is planned, laid out. So I'll tell you a little bit about how I go on a daily basis. So I work from Monday to Thursday. I work as a nanny. This has been an ideal job again for me. And obviously, not everybody's going to be a nanny, but this has worked really well for me. It's, obviously it's a more flexible position. So right now I'm working 4 9-hour days, and this has been my pattern for a little while, is having those Fridays off. Or sometimes I worked a half a Friday, and sometimes I had alternating Mondays off, but I've always had that little bit of extra time. And lately it's just been like I need that Friday, Saturday, Sunday just to like it take like Friday. I'm usually so dissociated, but I'll get to that part. But anyway, the 3-day weekends has been just um, so important, because it's exhausting. It's exhausting doing this work. I need time. I need time to unwind from my week. I need time to mentally process, emotionally process. There's just so much to do, as you know. So, and yeah, you can design your life how you want, really, within, of course, the limits of our crazy society. But yeah, so um, I get up 5:30 in the morning, on like Monday to Thursday. So I like to have lots of time in the morning. Spaciousness has also been really key for me, having spaciousness in my day. So I get up, I have my shower, and then I sit down and eat my breakfast, which is oatmeal and a protein smoothie every morning. Yeah, same thing every morning because I don't have time to think about what's for breakfast. So and I just sit there and I eat my oatmeal. And sometimes I can feel some feelings on a weekday. It's a little bit, of course, it's a little bit speedier and busy, so I don't always have time, but it gives me that just little bit of a pause if something's coming up that, maybe I can have a bit of a cry before I go to work, or just time to just like come out of the flashback that I've just woken up in. Well, I'm not never out of a flashback, but just sort of to get a little grounded. Um, and so then I'm catching a bus, going to work. I do yoga nidra on the bus. So I take a bit of a longer route so I can sit and do my yoga nidra. And then I sit and have a tea before I go to work. Again, I just need to sort of get a little bit grounded before I get into my day. Um, yeah, when I'm at work, yeah, obviously just caring for this beautiful child right now. And while she's napping, I also make sure that I take a break. And I've really been pushing myself to take a longer break, to go from like 15 minutes. I'm pushing to like let's do 20. You know, I feel really guilty when I take a rest, like a real rest at work, you know, like not just eating, quickly eating, but like laying down, doing my yoga nidra. Because again, this has been something that's really been key for me, is being able to lay down, do my yoga nidra, do the body scan, and spend like 20 minutes, again, just getting myself grounded, getting back into my body, because otherwise I'm just in people pleasing. I'm just in, I'm in the fear and the shame and I'm the guilt and, oh, I got to do this and I do this and I'm doing extra laundry, you know, like, because I'm just feeling so, you know, worthless basically. So it brings me a little bit out of the people pleasing. So it just helps to me again to just be able to set some boundaries and go, okay, you know, what can I actually do while I'm breathing? And so that's been key. I eat, I have a snack in the morning, mid-morning snack. I have two boiled eggs and a piece of bread or half a piece of bread. And for lunch, I alternate. So I have a 2-week meal plan. So my lunches Monday to Thursday are either like lunch A or lunch B. So one lunch is beets and sweet potatoes and kidney beans, and lunch B is um, um, black beans and potatoes with salsa and avocado. And these are very simple to make. And I prep those on the weekend, so it's already ready to go for my 4-day week. Um, Afternoon, I have another sort of like 1:30-ish, 2 kind of snack, just a half of a peanut butter sandwich. I have another snack around 3:30, which is another boiled egg and another half a piece of bread. And then I have a smoothie, usually sort of before dinner. So sometime between four, like like 4 to 6, I guess, kind of on my way home, or like sometimes a little bit at work. And yeah, eating this kind of consistency has been so important for me for a few reasons. One, I do believe that the inner child, there's a hunger there. There's a hunger for, that abandonment creates a hunger, like a hunger feeling, but it's of course not for food. It's for emotional, needs. But it is, I think, important to eat. And again, I can't speak for everyone, but this is like just eating at consistent times, consistent things that my body knows what to expect. There's no surprises. And I feel again that groundedness, stability. Um, and yeah, so I have a green smoothie, and that's again already prepped, done. And then for dinner, I have a simple like veggie burger and pasta, like veggie burger without the bun and some pasta. And I eat that again Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So it's very, very simple. And yeah, I come home, eat my dinner, I have a bath, I lay on my acupressure mat, and then I'm in bed like right away. I try not to do any like, I might do 1 or 2 necessary computer things, like if I need to order something. But other than that, I'm just straight in bed, like by like 7:45. And yeah, I mean, I get up early, so I need the sleep. Sleep is so, so important to me. And I think for anyone with CPTSD, getting sleep, getting the rest you need, can help you be less dissociated. So, yeah, that's my typical day, Monday to Thursday. Then on Friday, I'm off. So, and Friday, I wake up in denial pretty much every Friday. I think I'm feeling fine. And then, 2 hours later, and I'm like, I'm tired. I realize I'm dissociated. I realize like, oh, I've been like, of course, I'm in a flashback. And, often it's a hypo-aroused kind of state. Work is always like usually hyper arousal, but it's kind of sometimes it's a mix. Sometimes I'll be hyper arousal in the morning, hypo arousal in the afternoon. Friday, often hypoarousal. So it's more like I'm just like, like just in that, I don't know, tired, probably lots of shame that comes up because it didn't come up during the week because I was people pleasing basically. Um, yeah, just in that kind of low mode. So I'm just like, I don't even leave my house on Friday, my apartment. I just keep it really like low key. I do my laundry Friday morning, take out my garbage and compost and everything like that. And I receive a grocery order on Friday, and that's something else that's really been so helpful for me. It depends on where you live, whether you can do this, but I order groceries. And again, it's so easy because I have a 2-week meal plan. So again, my grocery order is also the same, just alternating week after week what to order. I don't have to think about it. Just, okay, I ordered that and that and that and that and that. That's done. Receive groceries on Friday. And it's like, oh, I don't have to go to the grocery store. Because even going to the grocery store, as you maybe like depending on the day, it can be like everything can be triggering, right? So receive groceries, laundry, take out my garbage and compost. That's pretty much Friday. I try to rest Friday afternoon, and then I go to bed really super early on my weekends. Like I try to be in bed like 5:30. I know that sounds kind of ridiculous, but that's what I do, 5:30 p.m. In bed. Usually lights out by like 6:30, and then I'm unwinding because often there's more stuff that then comes up once I'm laying down and doing nothing, right? And again, it's another time to do my yoga nidra, do my body scan, and then Saturday, Sunday. So Saturday morning, I'm doing my food prep for my food for the weekend, which is always a curry. So I alternate. I do a lentil curry and then I do a mung bean curry with rice. And yeah, so I make that and then I have food for Saturday, Sunday, Monday. And then yeah, Saturday, Sunday, and then I have some leftovers also from Monday. And yeah, so I guess my other meal plan, sorry, actually goes Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, whatever. Anyway, so yeah, and then lunchtime, and usually while I'm cooking, I'm verbally ventilating. I'm like blah 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 blah, just whatever is coming up, feelings, thoughts, just verbally ventilating, crying as much as I can, whatever again is wanting to be released. Um, so it's often a tough morning. Yesterday was a really tough morning. Lots of grief, lots of misery coming up. I was just grieving about because I was so tired. I'm just tired of everything. I'm tired of working. I'm tired of people. I'm tired of I'm so tired. And I was grieving about being tired. I was in misery most of the day. Um, so once I'm done all my food prep and I prep my smoothies as well, then I lay down, usually again for the afternoon, depending. Um, Again, I didn't really go out yesterday, other than yeah, actually I didn't go out much at all. But sometimes I do on Saturday. Sometimes I, go to the grocery store for a couple added things. Um, but otherwise I was resting. I haven't my typical day of food. It's pretty much the same, the snacks and everything. And then I call it a distress line. That's something I'm trying to make a point of doing every week is checking in. If you have a counselor, wonderful. I mean, counseling just does not work for me anymore. I'm phoning my counselor, right? So I called it a stress line, and wow, I got this great guy the last couple of times I called. I got the same guy, and I was like, "Are you the same guy I called that talked to me last time?" And he's like, "Yeah, I think so." And he was amazing. Like some of these people, some of them suck, but some of them are really amazing. He was just empathetic, and mirrored really well, paraphrasing kind of what I was saying. And I was like, it's so healing. I'm just I'm just blown away by some of the people that do this work, that volunteer. distress lines. So that's something else. And then again, just dinner, bath, bed. On the weekends, I read a book before bed. I know it's kind of escapism, but that's what I'm doing right now. It's been actually I've been reading lots of books about trauma, so I'm planning to like share that as well. The books that I've been reading about trauma, um, trauma movies. I've done a lot of those too, but lately it's just books. And yeah, I have no TV. I try to do as little distractions as possible. Try to like use my computer as little as possible, phone as little as possible. And it's so hard. It's so hard. It's so easy when you just like, I'm tired and I'll pick up my phone and I'm just like scrolling Amazon for something or like, looking at what book should I buy next, and I can lose myself for an hour doing this. Um, so I'd be gentle, with that. Like the goal is just to, gradually reduce those addictions and distractions. But, I mean, I'm in pain 24/7. So, and maybe you are too, I don't know. Sometimes obviously less, sometimes more. Um, but yeah, distractions are gonna help just to like, okay, I'm tired of handling my emotions all day. I just want to like read a book or watch some Netflix or something. That's totally okay. Um, but yeah, I do definitely recommend to be on the road of lowering those distractions, because that's when you'll have the time. When for me, when I have spaciousness, that's when the emotions come. Um, so having my weekends just sort of empty. All I do is this self-care. I don't make any plans. I have no activities, no friends. So it's just me managing my flashbacks, getting my rest. Um, and if I'm lucky, like on a day like today, I think I'm going to be able to go for a walk, maybe go to the beach. And yeah, and Sunday it looks pretty much the same. Food prep in the morning, resting in the afternoon, kind of flexible. Sometimes again, I go out a bit and going to bed early, going to bed super early. And yeah, doing my yoga nidra body scans, often like 3 times a day, usually like twice a day on the weekend, like afternoon and evening. Um, yeah, I'm trying to think of anything else. Yeah, my wardrobe, super simple again. It's just like I wear this, I have 20 of the same t-shirts. I have leggings that again, I buy the same, like two of the same pair. So I just alternate leggings and like everything is simplified, everything. So because being highly sensitive and you have C-PTSD, wow, that's a lot. It's a lot to handle. You're managing a life and you're also trying to work through your past life, their past. And it's a lot. It takes an incredible amount of energy, effort, patience, courage, persistence, and whew, yeah, I talked a lot. I hope maybe some of you stuck around for all of this. But anyway, if you didn't, that's cool. But as always, I'm wishing you many, many blessings on your journey of healing and awakening. And if you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them below. Thanks for watching. I'm Davina at Boldness Blooming.